My name's Steve Grossman, and I was a professional musician for 20 years. Have a degree in music, spent a lot of years on the road, did a lot of recording as well. I have an Academy of Country Music Award for my work with the Gibson Miller Band, and even a Grammy Award for work I did with India Arie. 2001, 2 years before the Grammy Award, I realized my career was falling apart, and I made a very difficult decision and left music and joined a corporation. A funny thing happened in the corporation. I found a whole lot of success. And in the space of about 9 years, I received 8 promotions and nearly tripled my salary. But I learned something too. I learned the reasons why I failed in the music business and the skills and principles and ideas that I wished I had known when I was pursuing music. So I wrote a book called Why I Failed in the Music Business and How Not to Follow in My Footsteps. Today I want to talk about, real briefly, the things that are in that book and give you the 8 reasons why I failed in music. This is understandable, of course, since from the time I was 2, everyone told me talent was enough. Everyone said, "You're talented. You ought to be in music. You're just as good as so-and-so." I thought talent was enough. It's not. Why number 2? I thought I had enough talent. Now this too is understandable, and it may sound exactly like the first reason, but there's a difference. This is about thinking that you have enough talent to succeed. But it's a very crowded world in the music industry, and there's a whole lot of people, and a whole bunch of them are better than you. You don't have enough talent to succeed. What I mean by this is I spent my time with people just like me, musicians, singers, songwriters, artists, who had no idea how to succeed. How could we know? None of us had succeeded yet. So I failed in music because of the company I kept. I also failed in music because of how I kept my company. I simply didn't understand and therefore never took seriously the fact that it's the music business. And there's a lot of things that go into running a business that I knew nothing about. Remember, I thought talent was enough. Reason number 5, my attitude. If you had asked me back then what I wanted to do, I would have said, I want to make a living in music. Well, that is a really lame goal. What exactly is a living? What kind of music? How are you going to make this living? My attitude was I just wanted to make a living, and that's exactly what I did. I just made a living. I dreamed of creativity, sessions that would go long into the night, making hit records, smash records, touring the world, all the things that go into dreams of music, right? But that's not the reality of a business and the way you have to make a living and the sometimes mundane things that go into that, even mundane music things. I was dreaming. I really didn't know a whole lot about the industry I was trying to make a living in. I had fantasies and visions, but those were not real. Reason number 7. Because I thought I was talented, and I thought talent was enough, I was hoping. I simply felt that if I played good enough, the phone would ring. And finally, reason number 8 of why I failed in music is I wanted to be a star. I wanted to be hog nasty rich, marry a beautiful woman, travel the world, own expensive cars, fly on private jets, have homes all over the world. I didn't realize that what I really wanted were these things. I wanted security, purpose, I wanted friends, love, fun, creativity, adventure. And so do you. And now I want to give you 3 ways not to follow in my footsteps. I think it's crucial that you be able to thoroughly explain what it is you want to do and why in a minute or less each. Yes, I mean what I just said. Thoroughly, completely, and clearly explain out loud what it is you want to do in music and even out of music. And most importantly, why? Why do these things matter to you? Why is it important? And you need to be able to do that in under a minute or less. Why? Well, the first reason is you're going to be asked. People are going to ask you all the time, what do you do? What do you want to do? And you'll get what you answer. Remember I said earlier that I just wanted to make a living in the music business? That's what I got. People hired me because I wanted to make a living in the music business. They had work, they called, I did it. But that's not exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do other things, but I never said it clearly, never said it boldly. And that's another thing. They'll hire you if you say what you want boldly. If you're confident, they'll believe you're worth it too. If not, the other reason why you need to be able to explain what you want to do and why is for you. You have to know through and through, deep within yourself, what it is you want to do in this business. If you don't know, how can you possibly expect to work through the difficulties and get where you want to go? Having fuzzy goals will give you a fuzzy career. Believe me, I've been there. How not to? 2. You need to understand that you own a business. We'll call it You Inc. And in addition, you are the CEO of that business. And here's why that's important. If we look at this chart, you'll see on the left is the personally invested artist you are. I chose those words carefully because that's what you are. You are personally invested in your craft, in your music, in your art. It is you. You are it. I get it. I've been one. I know what you're saying. Next to that are your current fans. These are friends, family, people that support you, people that grew up with you, whatever. They're people that know you and your music. They're your current fans. I purposely put what you do after that because here's the point. What you do, if you want to grow your business, has to be attractive to future fans or customers. And remember, if you're a sideman, a musician, we're talking about customers here, not necessarily fans in the sense of a star's fans. So, again, left to right, personally invested artist you are. Next to that are your current fans, the people that know you, love your music. After that is your work, what you actually do, and then your future fans. Your current fans can't be trusted. And the reason I say that is they know you. They know you, the person. They've gotten to know you since discovering your music. And that's part of the reason why they like you. So when they hear new music, yes, they like the song, but they also like you. So they can't be objective. And if you're wanting to reach future fans and customers, you need to have an objective opinion of your music and what you do. And the way to have that and the way to do that is in the bottom half of this chart. And that's to think and develop the mindset of a CEO of your business. So a good CEO is in charge of making sure that a business is healthy, long-term healthy, profitable, healthy, etc., etc. By putting yourself as the CEO of your company, it allows you to step back just enough from the personally invested artist you are and what you do to make better decisions about it. And make sure that it's doing what it needs to do for the long-term health of your business, which, by the way, supports your life. Now, don't be freaked by marketing. It's not really that difficult. And I've developed 4 simple rules to marketing. Marketing is more than a message. It's always about the customer. You're never not marketing, and if you market well, sales will happen. First, marketing is more than a message. Everyone thinks marketing is, I'm loving it by McDonald's, or the ultimate driving machine from BMW. Well, that's a part of marketing. That's not the whole picture. That is simply a slogan or the final touch point between that company and their customer. So marketing is way more than a message, and it's always about the customer. So for instance, good marketing should start with, who is the customer? Who might the customer be? What other things do they like? Where do they live in terms of spending their time and their money? And what other things do they enjoy doing? This allows you to understand where they are so you can reach them. My third rule of marketing is that you are never not marketing. And if you remember only one thing about what I teach on marketing, please remember this. Because my point is that everything you do, say, play, spend your time on, the people you hang around with, who you're seen with, all of that is marketing. I'm suggesting you live your life 100% aligned with what it is you truly want to do, so that everything you say talks to what you want to do. Every interaction you have with people is about what you want to do. You hang out with people who do what you want to do. You write the music that you want to write and nothing else. You take gigs in the area of music where you want to work and nothing else. You're selective about the things you say and do and live, because all those things send messages, and people will go by what you're doing more than what you're saying. So you're never not marketing. Don't ever forget that. Which brings me to my final point. If you market well, which really marketing is strategy, it's thinking about everything you're doing and saying and why, then you'll make a sale. And here's why. You'll have what customers want, where they are, how they want it, when they want it, and at the right price. And that's called a touch point. And you build enough of the right touch points and sales happen. So I hope you've enjoyed this video that I've made for you. If you'd like more information, please visit whyifailed.com. You'll read there about my coaching. I am available both online and in person in the Nashville area. Also be sure to check out my blog and my book, Why I Failed in the Music Business and How Not to Follow in My Footsteps. It's a great, simple read that covers a whole lot more information than I've covered in this video. Before I let you go, I want to leave you with this. Howard Thurman once said, "Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive." And if you think about what I said about marketing and how you're never not marketing, that's what I meant. Because the best way to stand out in this world full of musicians is to be you, completely and fully you. So I encourage you to live fully alive. Thank you.